Alright, so we have seen so far the problems on time, speed and distance. We have seen the problems of regular time, speed and distance where road travel is involved. Then we have also seen the train problems, and today we are going to see the last subtopic of this chapter, that is boats and streams. Okay, so boats and streams is a very simple topic. उसमें ज़्यादा कुछ tricky आता नहीं है. If you have understood well enough the train topic, then boats and stream is really very easy. Train में क्या होता है, when two trains are in the same direction, we subtract the speeds, right? And when two trains are in opposite direction, we add the speeds. But in case of boat, what we do, अगर हम पानी की फ्लो के डायरेक्शन में ही अगर हम बोट में से जा रहे हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली बोट स्पीड विल गेट एनहांस्ड, राइट? तो बोट की स्पीड बढ़ेगी, कम नहीं होगी. दैट्स वाई व्हेन बोट एंड वाटर आर इन द सेम डायरेक्शन और बोट इज गोइंग इन द सेम डायरेक्शन एज द फ्लो ऑफ वाटर, देन वी ऐड द स्पीड्स. सो जो हम ट्रेन में करते थे सेम डायरेक्शन सब्ट्रैक्शन, एग्जैक्टली उल्टा हम बोट में करेंगे सेम डायरेक्शन एडिशन. ओके, एंड ऑब्वियसली व्हेन बोट इज गोइंग अगेंस्ट द फ्लो, तो उसके स्पीड को अपोज होगा. So that means there will be the subtraction of speeds. So when boat is going against the flow of water, like water is flowing in this direction, boat is going in that direction, that means the relative speed is the subtraction of the speeds. And when boat is in the same direction as that of the water, the relative speed is the addition of the speed. That is the only concept change from train. Okay, then we will see few more problems, few more formulas in this chapter. There is a we can say a term or a word upstream and downstream used in boats and stream problem. Okay, upstream मतलब opposite, आपको ये याद रखना है. up opposite, down same direction. Okay, so upstream means against the stream, opposite of the stream. Stream मतलब flow of water. It is also known as current. Okay, so it is also termed as current in some of the problems. So upstream means against the speed, against the stream, and downstream means in the direction of the stream. So when boat is going upstream, matlab it is going in the opposite direction, what I said, you have to subtract the speeds, right? Subtraction किसका होगा, that also you have to take care. हमेशा बोट के स्पीड में से ही स्पीड ऑफ स्ट्रीम शुड बी सब्ट्रैक्टेड. ओके, हमेशा बोट के स्पीड में से ही हमें करंट फ्लो या वाटर फ्लो को स्पीड को सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है. सो अपस्ट्रीम स्पीड इज बोट स्पीड माइनस स्ट्रीम स्पीड. देन व्हाट विल बी द डाउनस्ट्रीम स्पीड? इट विल बी बोट स्पीड प्लस स्ट्रीम स्पीड. सिंस दे आर इन द सेम डायरेक्शन, the stream flow will enhance the speed of the boat. ठीक है, सो ये दो टर्म्स है जो आपको याद रखने हैं. अपस्ट्रीम का मतलब क्या है, डाउनस्ट्रीम का मतलब क्या है. अपस्ट्रीम मीन्स अपोजिट डायरेक्शन, डाउनस्ट्रीम मीन्स सेम डायरेक्शन. सो व्हेन द टू आर इन अपोजिट डायरेक्शन वी आर सब्ट्रैक्टिंग स्पीड्स, व्हेन टू आर इन सेम डायरेक्शन वी आर एडिंग स्पीड्स, एंड दिस इज एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट ऑफ व्हाट वी यूज टू डू इन ट्रेन प्रॉब्लम्स. ओके, सो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड. Now, after getting these two equations, we can also find the boat speed. कभी कभी क्या होता है, दिया होता है कि stream is flowing in particular speed and distance is so much, right? So find the boat speed, or time is given, then find the boat speed. Or you will be given the downstream speed and upstream speed, and उसके लिए अगर आपको boat का speed ढूंढना है, then how will you do? You have to just have the equations, add it, you will get boat speed, subtract it, you will get stream speed. So you don't need to remember this formula. It's okay if you don't remember, but it's good if you remember as well. ठीक है, distance is always constant because एक shore से दूसरे shore तक जाने के लिए this shore distance is always constant, right? What is changing is the speed. So upstream distance is equal to downstream distance. मतलब जाने के लिए जितना टाइम लग रहा है उतना ही जितना डिस्टेंस कवर कर रहा है उतना ही आने का भी डिस्टेंस है, राइट? शोर मतलब किनारे. सो अगर नदी के उस पार जाना है तो किनारे तो अपने अपने ही जगह है. सो डिस्टेंस इज ऑलवेज कांस्टेंट इन दिस केसेस. ठीक है, then if upstream distance is equal to downstream distance, then distance is equal to speed into time. So time taken to go upstream and time taken to go downstream can also be found, right? So any of the quantities will be given and you will be asked to find the other quantity. So always write formula whenever you are solving the sum. But हाँ, आपको upstream and downstream का अगर formula याद है तो don't need to remember any other formula. Now we will see how to solve problems based on this formula. A man can swim 3 kmph in still water if the velocity of the stream is 2 kmph. The time taken by him to swim to a place 10 km upstream and back is. टोटल टाइम पूछा है, अपस्ट्रीम जाने का भी डाउनस्ट्रीम जाने का भी, बैक भी आ रहा है वो, राइट? सो टोटल टाइम वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट. नाउ what data is given, that we will first list down. So man can swim 3 kmph in still water, मतलब man का स्पीड दिया है. So in case of boat there is a man, so man speed is 3 and stream speed is 2, right? सो अपस्ट्रीम स्पीड एंड डाउनस्ट्रीम स्पीड पहले हमें फाइंड आउट करके रखने हैं. अपस्ट्रीम में हमेशा बोट या मैन में से स्ट्रीम का स्पीड माइनस करना है अपने को. सो अपस्ट्रीम स्पीड वी गॉट एज 1 kmph, डाउनस्ट्रीम स्पीड एज 5. नाउ वी आर आस्क्ड टू फाइंड द टाइम टेकन बाय हिम टू गो डिस्टेंस 10 km एंड कम बैक. सो टोटल टाइम टेकन इज व्हाट? टाइम टेकन टू गो अपस्ट्रीम एंड टाइम टेकन टू कम डाउनस्ट्रीम, राइट? जाने के लिए जितना टाइम लग रहा है प्लस आने का टाइम. जाते टाइम भी वो डाउनस्ट्रीम जा सकता है, डिपेंड्स ऑन द फ्लो ऑफ द वाटर. तो ऐसा नहीं कि जाते टाइम हम अपस्ट्रीम बोलेंगे आते टाइम डाउनस्ट्रीम, नहीं, राइट? सो वन वे टाइम जो भी अपस्ट्रीम डाउनस्ट्रीम है प्लस अदर वे टाइम. अगर ये टाइम अपस्ट्रीम जा रहा है तो ऑब्वियसली आते टाइम डाउनस्ट्रीम होगा, क्योंकि फ्लो ऑफ वाटर तो कांस्टेंट रहेगा एक ही डायरेक्शन में. सो या तो अपस्ट्रीम जाएगा मतलब अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में जाएगा तो आते टाइम सेम डायरेक्शन में आएगा, और जाते टाइम सेम डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है तो आते टाइम अपोजिट डायरेक्शन ऑफ फ्लो आएगा, राइट? सो टोटल टाइम हमेशा हम ऐसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे कि अपस्ट्रीम टाइम प्लस डाउनस्ट्रीम टाइम, राइट? सो टोटल टाइम टेकन टू गो एंड कम बैक इज इक्वल टू द टाइम टू गो अपस्ट्रीम. एक बार वो अपस्ट्रीम जाएगा, एक बार वो डाउनस्ट्रीम जाएगा, राइट? सो टाइम टेकन टू गो अपस्ट्रीम प्लस टाइम टेकन टू कम डाउनस्ट्रीम. नाउ टाइम टेकन टू कम अपस्ट्रीम क्या है? टाइम इज इक्वल टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन स्पीड. Distance is constant 10. What is speed? Upstream speed we have to consider for upstream time, downstream speed we have to consider for downstream time, which we have calculated pehle. So D is 10, upstream is 1, downstream is 5. So we have placed the values and found that T is 12 hours. Now all the units are same here in the same format, so we are not changing or converting anything. Everything is in kilometer hour and kilometer per hour, so we are not changing anything. But if time अगर आपको मिनट्स में पूछा है हाउ मेनी मिनट्स ही विल टेक, देन क्योंकि ऑप्शंस तो आपके पास होंगे नहीं, और अगर डिस्टेंस मीटर में दिया है या स्पीड मीटर पर सेकेंड एंड डिस्टेंस किलोमीटर में दिया है तो यू हैव टू फर्स्ट कन्वर्ट और टेक एवरीथिंग इन मीटर एंड सेकेंड, एंड देन एट द एंड यू कैन कन्वर्ट टाइम इनटू आवर्स. सो डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर कन्वीनियंस. ठीक है? सो व्हाट वी हैव डन, हमेशा बोट्स एंड स्ट्रीम के जब भी प्रॉब्लम आते हैं वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट अपस्ट्रीम स्पीड, डाउनस्ट्रीम स्पीड. अपस्ट्रीम अपोजिट डायरेक्शन वी हैव टू सबट्रैक्ट, डाउनस्ट्रीम सेम डायरेक्शन वी हैव टू ऐड. ओके, आफ्टर गेटिंग दिस स्पीड्स what we have to do, always go for the total time. So total time is time to go upstream plus time to come downstream. Then we have just put our formula of distance is equal to speed into time and solve the problem. A boat travels upstream from B to A and downstream from A to B in 3 hours. Now the total time is given 3 hours. If the speed of the boat in still water is 9 and the speed of the current is 3, the distance between A and B we need to find. Alright. Now speed of boat and speed of current is given. Current means flow. So we are going to find upstream speed and downstream speed. That is the first step we are going to do in each of the problems. So we will first see what else is given. Total time is given 3 hours. Boat speed is given 9 kmph. Stream speed is given 3 kmph. Anything to be converted? No need, because time also in hours. Alright. Now we have to find upstream speed and downstream speed. and we are going to use this same total time formula, upstream time plus downstream time, and we are going to use the same things. So upstream speed कितना होगा? How much will be the upstream speed?
मैम 6 होगा.
हाँ 6. So upstream speed will be 6, downstream speed will be 12 is the addition, right? And total time we know 3, so just put all the values and get the value for D after getting LCM and all. So you will get the value as 12. So these problems are as simple as this, और कुछ complicated आएंगे नहीं, because this is the only concept we are going to follow, upstream, downstream and all, right? Now, in a stream running at 2 kmph, a motorboat goes 10 km upstream and returns to the starting point in 55 minutes. So find the speed of the motorboat in still water. Now we are asked to find the speed of the motorboat. So let's list down the things. Stream running at 2 kmph. So stream speed is 2 kmph. Then motorboat goes distance of 10 km. Okay, and what else is given? Returns to the starting point in 55 minutes. So total time given is 55 minutes. Find the speed of the motorboat. So boat speed is equal to what is asked, right? So many data is given. Now we need to use the formula to find the boat. Alright, let's assume that boat speed is x kmph, or this is in minute. So we have to convert, right? So we will convert this. Let's assume that we are converting this into hours by dividing by 60. That will be easier. Now total time is equal to time taken to go upstream plus time taken to go downstream. This formula we are following. Total time given is 55 by 60, distance upon upstream speed plus distance upon downstream speed. So this distance is 10. What can be the upstream speed? This we have assumed x. So upstream will be बोट में से हमेशा स्ट्रीम का स्पीड माइनस करना है हमें, राइट? सो अपस्ट्रीम अपोजिट डायरेक्शन सब्ट्रैक्शन प्लस डाउनस्ट्रीम स्पीड विल बी 10 upon x plus 2, which is equal to 55 by 60. Now we are going to take LCM. Okay, so LCM will be right. Just mute yourself if you are not speaking relevant to the topic. सर उसको म्यूट कर दो थोड़ा. Right? If I am going wrong, just let me know. Correct है ना? Now we will again solve this further. This is 20x. Bas 20 will get cancelled out. Okay. So 55x square minus 220 so you got one quadratic equation. Sorry, minus. So you are supposed to solve this and get the root values. So we will simplify it further. 5 से अगर हम divide करेंगे, okay. So what are the roots of this? 1 and 11. These are 4 and 11, और से 2, 11 and 2, राइट ये उनके रूट्स है. अब कौन से दो का subtraction we are getting 240, that we have to see. Are my calculations correct? So what roots we are getting? One is 44 into 11. How much it is coming? As I told you 11 का फंडा 484 हमें मल्टीप्लिकेशन चाहिए एंड 240 हमें सब्ट्रैक्शन चाहिए. सो अगर 22 लिया एक का एंड दूसरा भी 22, सो इट विल कम एज दिस एंड 22, यस. So we'll solve this quadratic equation as 11x square minus, is my calculation correct? Has anyone checked? So 55x square minus 4 into 60 into 10x plus 20, 484 and 240. So what are the roots? Root values are 232 and minus 232, 472. 472 and 8. What values you got? 240, so 232. You got these values? अच्छा ये है ना 48. This will be 48. Wait. So it will be minus 40. 248 into 8, is it coming to 484? Please help me out. Are you getting these roots? Which roots you are getting? फिर हमें 484 का डिवीजन करना पड़ेगा. तो वही तो मिला था अपने को, राइट? सो हाउ विल यू डिफरेंशिएट नाउ रूट्स 121 and 2 and 2, is it happening? Yes. So 242 and 2 we can check. So 11x square minus 242x plus 2x minus 44. Are you getting how I arrived at these roots? Are you getting? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. See what you have to do whenever you get such complex quadratic equation, जहाँ पे square value के पहले भी कुछ value है ना? What do you do? अपने को करना क्या है? इन दोनों का multiplication करके वो multiplication आना चाहिए और ये एडिशन आना चाहिए या सब्ट्रैक्शन आना चाहिए डिपेंडिंग ऑन दिस वैल्यूज़. सो ये अगर माइनस है तो एक रूट प्लस होगा, एक रूट माइनस होगा. ये अगर प्लस है तो दोनों रूट माइनस होंगे या तो दोनों रूट प्लस होंगे. सो अगर ये प्लस है और ये माइनस है तो दोनों माइनस है, ये प्लस है और ये प्लस है तो दोनों प्लस है. ये तो फंडा पता है ना आपको क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन का.
Yes, sir.
So after this what we will do, we will take common values, x minus 22, right? Yes, plus 2x minus 22 and get the roots as x minus 22 and x plus 2. So x can be 22 or x can be minus 2. Now what is x? We have assumed x as boat speed. Can it be minus? No. So this thing is discarded. So what we got as x as 22 kmph. ठीक है, तो इतना बड़ा कैलकुलेशन आपको भी दिखाना है पेपर में, हाउ टू सॉल्व इट. सो व्हाट वी हैव डन, वी हैव फर्स्ट लिस्टेड डाउन द डेटा गिवन. stream speed, total distance, time and boat speed. Okay, after that we have converted time into hour because ये भी किलोमीटर पर आवर में दिया था, तो we have not gone in converting this in meter per second and this in meter. तो क्योंकि अपने को कैलकुलेशन में तो ये करना है, राइट, एंड यू पीपल बी विल बी हैविंग कैलकुलेटर, सो वो डेसिमल आया तो भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. ऑलराइट, so we have taken this boat speed, we have considered x. So upstream speed and downstream speed we have calculated. We always have to go for this formula, total time is equal to time taken to go upstream plus time taken to come downstream. Total time is given 55 minutes, so we have converted into hours, distance upon speed, upstream speed and distance upon downstream speed. So upstream speed, downstream speed we got, and then we are forming an equation to get the value of x. So we have just cross multiplied and reached here. Okay, ब्रैकेट्स को यहाँ पे ओपन किया, ये वाले ब्रैकेट्स को फर्स्ट ओपन किया, देन मल्टीप्लाई किया. So we have reached to this quadratic equation. Since number is too big for me to calculate without calculator, I have just simplified it by dividing it by 5. Okay, and got the roots. So when you know that 11 into 44, how much? I have told you how to calculate the multiplication of 11. Whenever you multiply any number with 11, what you do, suppose 44 into 11 we have to do. So आप ये numbers को सिर्फ लिखो एक space छोड़ के बीच में, and उनको add करके उनका addition बीच में लिखो. Then you will get the value of 44 into 484. So any two digit number if you want to get multiplied by 11, what you do, you write these numbers as this, बीच में उनका addition, and if addition is you are getting two digit, unit digit यहाँ पे लिख के tens digit यहाँ पे add करेंगे. Okay, so 484 is the requirement of my multiplication. मतलब मेरे को multiplication 484 चाहिए, and since यह negative है, I need subtraction 240, right, and बड़े number का ये होगा साइन होगा निगेटिव. सो 484 को सपोज आई सिंप्लीफाइड बाय प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन. सो 4 से किया तो 121 फिर 11, राइट. तो इस 4 को देन आई कैन स्प्लिट इनटू 2 and 2. सो नाउ आई कैन सी कि इन चारों में से ही मुझे रूट्स मिलेंगे. वही चीज़ मैंने यहाँ पे की है. ये मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद उसको फैक्टराइज करने से वो बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड होता है. तो इन सच केसेस इफ़ यू गेट सच क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन जहाँ पे एक्स स्क्वायर का कोएफिशिएंट हो, व्हाट यू डू, इस नंबर के फैक्टर्स लिखो पहले, फिर इस नंबर के फैक्टर्स लिखो, एंड देन यू सी व्हाट कॉम्बिनेशन विल सेटिस्फाई योर मिडल वैल्यू, राइट. या तो जो मैंने अभी दिखाया उस मेथड से आप जाके भी यू विल एंड अप इन द सेम फैक्टर्स. ठीक है, then you can see 11 into 11 121, but we cannot satisfy this 240 wala funda with 121 and 4. So 121 into 2, that is 242. Yes, that we can do. So 242 and 2, these are the factors I got, right. इन्हीं के combination में अपने को देखना है. So these two factors I got. So bigger number का negative sign होगा, smaller का positive. I have taken 11x common and did the further calculation. So speed cannot be negative, so we have arrived to the solution of x is equal to 22 kmph. Clear है ये solution? So back to our PPT. So same calculation I have shown, but I have not shown this much detailed here, so I have directly written the answer, but I have shown you how I arrived at 22 kilometer. Actually the unit should be kmph. It can be my typing error because it's a speed, so it should be kmph. Then a man can row 30 kilometer downstream and return in total 8 hours, right. So total time given is 8 hours. Man speed is not given. 32 kilometer is the distance given. If the speed of the boat in still water is 4 times the speed of the current, now the relationship is given between boat stream and the stream speed. So what will you assume x? x क्या मानोगे? उस धरती पे आपको रिलेशन दिया है तो दूसरा आएगा 4x, तो उसमें x क्या होगा और 4x क्या होगा. सो जब भी ऐसे रिलेशन वाले प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं ना, डोंट गेट कन्फ्यूज्ड. जो हम बोलते हैं ना वैसे लिखते जाओ. व्हाट इज गिवन? बोट स्पीड इज 4 times the stream speed, right? So we will assume that much only. See what we can do, how I am writing, you just see. Can you just show the board please? So boat speed is 4 times stream speed. It is given that if the speed of the boat in still water is 4 times the speed of the stream, right, then find the speed of the current. We are asked to find this. Okay, तो हमारा relation ये हो गया, boat speed is 4 times the stream speed. So we will assume this as x, so it will be 4x, or this as x. Which one as x? So let's assume stream speed as x, so boat speed will be 4x, right, as per this equation. So stream speed as x, तो जो छोटा है that we have assumed as x, जो बड़ा है that we have assumed as 4x. So we have regular calculation. Upstream speed is opposite direction, boat में से ये minus करेंगे so 3x, and downstream speed will be addition, so it will be 5x. Total time given is 8 hours. Distance is 30 kilometer. So we can easily find with this formula, right? So back to the presentation, same thing I have shown. So boat stream is 4 times the stream speed. So just put the values and get the answer as 2 kmph. Then a boat takes 26 hours for traveling downstream from point A to B and coming back midway to point C. If the velocity of the stream is 4 and speed of the boat in still water is 10, what is the distance between A and B? So we are asked to find the distance between A and B. Okay, this distance as D. Okay, what it is told, a boat takes 26 hours for traveling downstream and coming back to midpoint C. Okay, total time is 26 hours of the journey. Midpoint है C, so it is taking 26 hours to go and come back to C. Okay, distance we are asked to find. What else is given? If the velocity of the stream is 4 kmph, stream speed is given 4 kmph, and speed of the boat is given 10 kmph. Okay, these are the values given and we are asked to find the distance. Now we will see time is equal to time to go upstream plus time to come downstream. It is going downstream first, right? मतलब ये हो गया upstream, this is downstream, so this is upstream. पहले वो जा रहा है opposite direction में, then it is downstream, same direction में, then it is coming into opposite direction, right? So total time is, time to go upstream is distance upon upstream speed plus distance upon downstream speed. अब it is going downstream from A to B and it is going fully, but while coming back it is coming only half of the distance, right? So downstream distance is full, but upstream distance is half of it. So upstream distance is half of the downstream distance. समझ में आ रहा है? वो जा तो पूरा डिस्टेंस रहा है पर आते टाइम it is stopping at point C. Point C is at midway. Midway मतलब it is coming half of the distance. That's why upstream distance is d by 2 and downstream distance is d. Now we know upstream speed, upstream opposite 6, downstream 14. T is 26. Okay, all units are intact. So now we can just take d upon 12 plus d upon 14 is equal to 26. So what LCM you are getting for 12 and 14? Or you can simplify if you are not able to calculate. 13 is equal to d upon 6 plus d upon 7. Now can you tell me? So after taking this LCM, you can find the value of d, which I have also shown on the PPT, because we are running out of time. So I'll just let you know how to calculate it. Okay. So as I told you, halfway आ रहा है पीछे, तो half of the distance we have to consider and take the LCM and then calculate the value of d, which is 168 kilometer. Any doubt? You people are very silent, so I am not getting if you people are understanding or not. Okay, I am going to give you practice questions. Thanks, Zaina. Okay. अब जब रिलेशन आता है, a person can row 7.5 kilometer in still water and finds that it takes him twice as long as to row up as to row down. अब टाइम का पूछा है, so मैंने बोला है हम जैसे बोलते हैं वैसे इक्वेशन फॉर्म करो. So it is taking him twice as long as to row up as to row down, right? तो अब जाने के लिए it is taking twice the time than to go down. So what relation we are having? राइट अब जाने के लिए उसको दुगना टाइम लग रहा है डाउनवर्ड्स के मुकाबले. सो अपस्ट्रीम टाइम इज इक्वल टू 2 times द डाउनस्ट्रीम टाइम. देन यू जस्ट से टाइम इज इक्वल टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन स्पीड. अपस्ट्रीम स्पीड, डाउनस्ट्रीम स्पीड. डिस्टेंस इज कांस्टेंट इफ इट इज नॉट मेंशन. इवन इफ इट इज नॉट मेंशन, डिस्टेंस इज ऑलवेज कांस्टेंट एज आई टोल्ड यू. किनारे तो वहीं पे है, राइट? देन stream and boat, upstream and downstream speed, we can get the relation and then we can find the value of x. Same thing in a fixed time. So यहाँ पे time is fixed. A boy swims double the distance along the current than he swims against the current. Now along the current means what? Upstream or downstream? When boy is going along the current, is it upstream or downstream? No, Zaina, you are not audible.
Downstream.
Yes, perfect. So it is taking how much time? Boy swims double the distance. Distance का relation दिया है. So he is taking double the distance along the current than he swims against the current. So obviously distance ज़्यादा cover हो जाएगा जब हम flow के साथ ही जाएंगे, right? So यहाँ पे the relation is like downward downstream distance is equal to 2 times the upstream distance, because downstream distance is bigger than the upstream distance. And then the same relation we can put, time is constant. So time, distance is equal to speed into time. Since time is constant, time will get cancelled out and we are getting the relation of speed, upstream and downstream speeds. And then we can just solve it to get the value of x. Okay. So just solve these few practice questions and tell me the answers. The speed of the current is 5 kmph. Motorboat goes 10 km upstream and back against the starting point in 50 minutes. So the speed of the motorboat in still water is. So with this subtopic we are ending time, speed and distance chapter. I will be sharing one assignment to you जो based on unit 1, unit 3 and time, speed and distance. Okay. So we will be having assignment of this. Okay, Zaina is saying 25. Let's check. Yes, correct. Very good. Everybody got this answer? So second, only 3 questions are there. A man can row at a speed of 4.5 kmph if he takes 2 times as long as to row a distance upstream as to row the distance as downstream. So then the speed of the stream is. So you have to establish the relation between distance upstream distance and downstream distance. So first time का relation दिया है तो time से we have to derive the relation of the distance and then you can find the speed of the stream. Sorry, distance is constant if it takes 2 times as long as to your distance. Yeah, distance is constant, so you have to establish the distance between relation between speed, upstream speed and downstream speed. After getting the relation of time, you have to establish between upstream speed and downstream speed. 1.5, okay, Zaina is saying 1.5, yes, correct, very good. So that means you are understanding how the relationship to be established, right? And the last one, speed of the boat in still water is 6 kmph. Time taken by the boat in upstream is 4 times the time taken in downstream. So time का relation दिया है now. So get the relation in upstream speed and downstream speed, and then you will be able to find the speed of the current. 3.6. Okay, let's check. Yes, correct. Good. So Zaina got all the 3 questions right. Very good. So this is how the boats and streams problem will come. Either relationship will be given or the direct data will be given. Okay. So with this we have completed the topic of time, speed and distance, जहाँ पे हमने train problems देखे, boats and streams and miscellaneous. Right. Tomorrow onwards we are going to start another topic of the unit 2, which is time and work, which is again the most important topic. So thank you so much.